Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Virtual Wargaming Live Battle Report. Today I am playing a 1500 point game of Grimdark Future by one-page rules between the Ratmen clans and Human Defense Force. Last time when I did one-page rules I was playing Age of Fantasy. I did 750 points and I said, I'm not sure if I'm ready to go up to a full-size game yet, so I'm going to split the difference and I'll do 1150. I said this, making the foolish assumption that both Age of Fantasy and Grimdark Future ran on the same point standards, and they do not. Grimdark Future suggests 1,000 points to start with, 2,000 points for a full game, Age of Fantasy 750 and 1,500. So I said, well, I committed to saying I'm going to split the difference, so I'm going to split the difference, we're going to do 1,500 points, and fingers crossed that that works out well. So, before I get into introducing my armies, I would like to note that today I'm being incredibly self-indulgent. I have restrained myself. I love putting pretty girls in my games, basically. I think, I like working with female models, and I have done my best to not overdo that in my past games. Today, however, my Human Defense Force, my Imperial Guard, let's call it what it is all cat girls. I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not. So, let me go ahead and introduce that army list. So, starting off over here, we have our commander. She is equipped with a master rifle and an energy sword, and she's accompanied by a unit of 5 veterans. They have a regeneration aura and 4-up armor save, and she has the precision shooter buff. Next up for our characters, we have another company leader. She is equipped with a master sniper rifle. She is joined by a double team of snipers, and she also has the precision shooter buff, which she is obviously going to be handing out to other units because she doesn't need it. Next up, we have 2 here and here infantry squads. Nothing fancy going on for them, they're just plain old infantry squads, 10 rifles, all that fun stuff. A unit of 10 veterans, and these veterans have a single leader character who has an energy sword and a plasma pistol. I didn't model her because I'm an idiot and forgot about it, but she is there. We then also have a unit of 3 weapon teams with mortars, and a tank. For the first time, I have finally sat down and put together a vehicle in Hero Forge. I'm not super thrilled with how it looks, but compared to what I could have done in the past, I think it's fine. I'm lying. I kind of like it. It's goofy. It looks weird, but I'm about it. I'm gonna make more vehicles like this, and hopefully, I will get better at it, and I'll get more efficient at it, so I can do some cool things. I think next I'm probably going to be making a Rhino, the Space Marine transport, not an actual Rhino. And we'll see how that one goes. So, opposite them, we have the Ratmen clans. So they are led quotation marks. I don't think there is a general in one-page rules. If there is, I haven't discovered any references to it. But they are led by an elite handler with an electro fist and an elite plasburst pistol. And he is joining a unit of 20 operators. They are equipped with pistols and close combat weapons, and 4 of them have shotguns. I should actually probably mark the 4 with shotguns. I'm going to mark them as commanders. They're not technically commanders. I'm going to mark this one as a commander, just so that I remember that I have special equipment in them. Next up, we have another unit of 20 operators. These ones all equipped with carbines, and they are led by another elite handler who has a heavy carbine. Rules. This one has Scurry Boost Aura, so this unit's going to go extra fast when getting around the battlefield. And this one has the Precision Shooter Aura, so he can make his unit, or another unit, but probably his unit, more effective at shooting. In addition to that, we have a unit of 10 Infiltrators who have been set up outside of their deployment zone. They have the Evasive Aura, so they are harder to hit, and they are all equipped with shotguns. In addition to that, we have another little unit of 5 Infiltrators set up just right next to the first objective marker, because the line for where the deployment zone is here, so I just went ahead and pushed them both a little bit over it. Next up, we have 2 units of elite operators, one with shotguns and one with heavy carbines. And both of these units have the reinforcement special rule, which means if they are wiped off or if they are shaken, I can remove them from the board and redeploy the full unit somewhere else. So my goal here is kind of to be aggressive with them, to treat them as expendable, and then whenever I get the opportunity, pull them off the board and then redeploy them, ideally, to try and contest objectives in the future. So, that is my armies, and without further ado, we're going to get started, and I believe that the Ratmen clan won the roll-off first, for deploying first, which means that they get the first turn. So, let's hop into it. And where am I going to start with them? Okay, so obviously I want to try and kill the tank. That's for like a high priority. That's also really hard to do with what I have. So I'm sort of trying to figure out what's the best way to approach this. Maybe the answer is actually we just sort of push with the shotgun operators. What's that range on those? 12 inches. How far away are we from these guys? 20. Okay, I don't think I'm going to get into range with that. And the other elite operators have heavy carbines, 18 inches. Keeping in mind they can move 8 inches, so that is not really in range is the answer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to activate these guys, and we're going to actually just scurry them forward with an advance. And so they're going to go 14 inches forward, and we're just going to sort of rely on the fact that this is a low-value target to protect them and get some shots off next turn. Which brings me to the cackle turn. So we're going to start off by activating the sniper leader, and we're going to put her buff onto the mortar unit. And then I'm going to check my range to my targets. And the answer is we can't actually really see him, and we don't have range on that guy, who I want to shoot with my snipers if I can. Now, if I were to move 6 inches this away, so this is dangerous because I'm putting myself closer to the enemy that I don't want to do, but then, okay, so this guy can see, barely can see them, I'm going to say. And the rest can all see and are in range of someone. How many can see and are in range of this guy? 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay. So I'm going to open fire on this unit. And because we have the takedown ability, which lets me target individually, I'm going to be targeting at the elite handler first, and then the rest of the operators. So with that in mind, let me see. He has defense 4. These are armor piercing 1. And I get 4 shots with them. So I'm going to roll these all these shots. I'm going to roll these shots first to hit. Alright, so they all succeeded. And then he has a tough of 3. So I'm going to roll 3 defenses, which will succeed on 5s. And so, alright, so he is just dead, straight off the rip. And then I have 1 more to roll for an operator. 4, yeah, that's another dead guy. We're not going to pull the shotgun guys. And then, in addition to that, I have 3 more characters barely in range. 4 that I can get shots off. Okay, so 4 attacks. As you can see, also, I updated this macro finally to run correctly. I removed the need to wound, or the saves, or I removed the wound step from it. So now I can just use it whenever I feel like it. And that is actually a unit that has lost. Okay, I need to remember how morale tests work. The end of activation leads. That's right. Okay, I am thinking of Warhammer Fantasy with the 25%. That is not relevant here. So we're going to cut those guys, and then that is the end of that activation. So let's see. What do we want to do on the Ratmen? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get these guys up onto the hill. We're going to get them over the hill. And we're going to open fire on the snipers. I just kind of want them dead, honestly. Would be the ideal outcome. So elite operators with carbines. That is going to be 10 shots that will hit on 4s. And we'll save on... so we're armor penetration 1, snipers at defense 5, so on 6s. Oh, jeez. Okay, so that is 5 dead snipers. That is insane. And then that's going to lead them to take a quality check, but they are they fine, actually? Hold the line. Yes. Yep, they're totally fine. That is insane, honestly. Catgirl turn 2. Okay, we're going to activate the mortars, and we're going to bomb the shit out of these infiltrators. So we're going to have to individual step this. So they would normally hit on 5s, but they've been given the buff, so they hit on 4s. And they only got 1 success, but that multiplies into 3 wounds. And for these infiltrators, they would save... Oh. No, they don't get any hits. I completely forgot about the evasive aura. So they actually miss everything. Damn, that's unfortunate. Next up, I'm not even going to move these guys, I don't think. So I think I'm going to... Alright, these guys don't have their boost anymore. I'm going to just push them as quickly as I can forward 14 inches. And then I just sort of like pull these guys back a little bit to represent them going around the corner. And then I'm going to hope and pray that that just wasn't a terrible mistake that I just made. But I'm going to find out because I'm going to activate these troopers and we're going to push forward. No, we're not going to push forward actually. I want to hold right here. So we do need to start taking ground very soon, but I think I can afford 1 turn of just holding back with these guns to open fire on these. And so that is going to be just 10 shots that will hit on 5s and will save on 5s. Yep, go. Just 2 dead. Not a big deal. And then we're going to pull these guys. And then next Ratmen activation. I'm going to activate these guys and I'm going to hold with them because I want to capture this objective marker so I can then like scurry on. Which brings me back to cats. I'm going to activate the veterans next, I think. And these ones have... Oh, they have a plasma pistol in here. Nice. Alright, so we're going to move this one forward 6 inches, because I'm not as worried about these guys charging me. And then we're going to get 9 attacks that will hit on 4s and wound on 5s, or save on 5s, I should say. So pull from the front now. Dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so they're now at half strength. So they have to take a test, which they failed, so they are now shaken. And I do still have the plasma pistol, which hits, and with AP4, yeah, that's another kill. So they're down to 9 guys left. That is kind of wild. Next up, we are going to reactivate the infiltrators. What do I like my chances of hurting the tank with more? Realistically, I like my chances with the infiltrators more, but I'm going to activate the carbines. What's my range to the tank? Too long is the answer. Okay, I don't actually have enough activations on the Ratman side to stall out to force the tank to go first. So I'm just going to have to push 6 inches forward and then hope that I have guys in range. Someone like measure from... And the answer is no. It's not like anyone is in range. That is... Oh, no. Yep, only 6 inches, right. Yep. Okay, that's big sad, but like, whatever it is what it is. It had to happen that way. Alright, so I do need to start pushing some of my cats forward. So I'm going to push these girls up 6 inches. And then I'm going to open fire on these guys. So that is going to be 12 shots. We have someone who can see... I'm going to call this like blocking terrain, but obviously, since they all have lines to someone else, it's totally fine. So it's going to be 10 attacks, hit on 5s, save on 5s, go. I don't need to re-morale test them, they've already failed. And then these guys, so they're going to move 8 inches. I'm actually going to move them in little batches. Nah, I don't think we're sitting with that guy, that's fine. And then we're going to check if these guys are in range, and the answer is no. I'm actually going to allow myself to retroactively change what I was doing and rush with them instead, so they go an extra 6 inches. This sounds stupid, but because you can pre-measure in this game, if I'm like falling short of something, I'm just gonna let myself like say I would have pre-measured it properly and do it correctly. Okay, so then the tank. The tank is fast, so it goes an extra 2 inches when it advances. So we no. Actually no, I do want to use the tank first. The tank's gonna go this way, 8 inches. And we're going to open fire on these guys. So this is going to be the battle cannon, which has 2 shots, and 1 of them hits, and then that is going to cause 3 saves. AP2. Oh, I completely forgot with these guys to give them the save, because the 6 always succeeds, so like 2 dead guys. And then I have the autocannon, or the twin heavy machine gun I should call it, sorry. Let me use the correct terminology. And that's going to be 6 attacks, hit on 4s, save on 6s, go. 2 more dead. You can tell that I've been doing Warhammer for so long that like the immediate instinct after I say hits on is to follow up with the phrase wounds on, which is like kind of sad how much it's just been ingrained into me. And then finally this unit, they're activating the buff on themselves. So we are going to push forward 6 inches, because again we need to take space. And we're just unloading into this unit. So that's going to be 4, 5, 6 attacks that hit on 3s and that will save on 5s. Go. 4 dead Ratmen. And then 1 that will hit on a 4 and save on a 6. Nope. Alright, so that's another dead Ratman. And then we have to make a shaken check, and these guys, I believe, passed. Yeah, they have. Okay. And that is the end of the first turn. So this gets set to being a Ratman marker. And then each round the player that finished activating first on last round gets to go first. So that's going to be the Ratman again. So what we're going to do is, I think I want to try and get as much damage onto this unit as I can. So we're going to activate infiltrators. Oh, feck, I forgot that they have evasive, didn't I? Yeah, so that was 2 that failed. So I actually bring back 2. I'm just going to copy 2 more back in. And good thing, because they were shaken and I completely forgot about that. These guys are also shaken, I think, and these ones aren't. Yeah, that's right. But okay, so these ones aren't shaken now because of their evasive aura that I forgot about. And they also have stealth, but I don't think that... No, that didn't come up in this instance. Okay, so now they're going to advance closer still. And we're just going to point blank blast these guys. So that's going to be 14 attacks that will hit on 4s. And would normally save on 4s, but they have the arm piercing 1, so 5s. Whoops, I forgot I was still impersonating that one. Whatever. And then they do have a regeneration aura, so then they will save 3 5-ups, 2 successes, so only 1 girl dies. Now what do I do? Now I think I activate the tank first. No. I'm gonna activate the sniper first. And we are going to give her precision buff 2, because it is a 12-inch range, right? Yeah. So we're gonna give it to the mortars again, and then we're gonna move this way 6 inches. And then we're gonna fire at these guys. And we're just kind of trying to do something. is the answer. Actually, no, what we're trying to do is if we land all of these hits and get all of the kills in, then they won't be able to act if they get shaken, but they didn't get, that's not going to happen, so. Just dead, one, pull him out. I'm not going to delete these ones because obviously they have a chance of coming back. And then that is on to the second Ratmen activation. I think, look, these guys are going to get absolutely shredded if I don't activate with them now. We have 4 shotguns left, so what we're going to do is we're going to push forward, and then we have this veteran unit doesn't have a, what's it called again? An armor upgrade, so I'm going to unleash on them with my 4 shotguns, so it's going to be 8 attacks that hit on 5s, and then we'll wound on, save on 6s, nothing, damn, and then 4 attacks that hit on 5s and save on 5s, go. Alright, only 1 dead, but like, whatever, it's something. Okay, next up we're going to activate the tank. The tank is going to roll 8 inches forward. And it is just going to blast this unit again. So that's going to be 2 dice. Only 1 success. Is that right? 1 success? Yes. And then it's going to be 3 that will save on, I believe, 6s. Yes, 6s. Nothing. So 3 more dead guys. And then the machine gun opens up. 6 attacks, hit on 4s, save on 6s, go. 3 more dead. And that leaves them with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so they barely have enough that they aren't shaken. So I think I'm going to activate the carbines next because I'm kind of scared of them taking more damage. And then next time I'm going to probably have to activate them first. So the carbines are going to open fire. We have the precision shooter aura, so we're going to apply that, and we're just firing on the tank and hoping for the best. So there's 10 regular guys left, so that's going to be 20 shots that hit on 4s, save on 2s, go. 1 wound, a wound's a wound, right? And then 3 shots that will hit on 3s and save on 3s, go. And that's another one. We're doing it. We're making progress. Will it be enough? Unknown. Okay, so that is going to be that activation done. And then we have, okay, so these guys, these ones. I really wish I'd put a done marker into this game. Okay. Are these guys in range? No. Okay, I think the correct thing next is going to be to activate the mortar, and we're going to drop it on the carbine guys here. So that's going to be 3 shots that hit on 4s. 2 successes, so those get to be multiplied by 3, I think. Let me quickly reread the rules for blast, actually. Ignores cover, and after resolving each hit is multiplied by X, where X is up to as many hits as models on the target unit. Okay, so yes. We do in fact make 6 hits. These guys defend on 4-ups, it becomes 5-ups with armor pen. And that is going to be 3 dead operators. And now I roll to see if these guys get shaken. And they do not, they're totally fine. So they're going to stay in the battle a little longer, which is probably not what I want actually. Okay, so these guys are all done. I think the next is going to be the shotgun guys. And what we're going to do is we're going to push 8 inches this way, so that next turn we can crest the ridge and open fire on the mortars. But first, we're going to take these 2 down. And so that is going to be, they all get defense on 5s, yes. And these guys have 4s to hit and 6s to save. Okay, and that's going to be 8 shots. So 8 on 4, save on 6, go. Yep, that's just a dead unit. So that significantly hampers my mortars as well for the rest of the game. And that brings me back to this. Okay, let's see, the veterans. I would rather use the plasma pistol than the energy sword, honestly. So we're going to open fire on these guys. It's going to be 9 attacks. That hit on 4s. And that save on 5s. Go. So 4 dead. We take out the pistol guys. And then this is my plasma pistol, which actually, oh no, it missed, never mind. Alright, so. Oh wait, I rolled 9 when I was only meant to roll 8. Okay, so I'm gonna roll a d9. And, high is good. Okay, so actually, only 3 of them died. That's how I'm resolving that one, and then they have to make a quality check. So they are back to shaken. Good. Did I check this? Yeah, no, they're not in range. Okay, cool. Alright, so next up we have these guys, and they are going to make a regular move. I'm going to say that it takes 1 inch to go over the pipes, just because like they're high, but then like jumping down is instant. And then they are I'm going to give it to it. I'm going to call this guy in range so I can fire with all of them. And so that is 5 shots. Well, 10 shots actually. Hit on 4s. Save on 3s. Nothing. Oh, well, I mean, that's to be expected. And then that is going to be almost everything activated for them. So I'm going to activate the veterans next. No reason not to. I need to, like, Kingmaker, that's right, because we have 1 special thing. So that is going to be 4 shots. Oh, and she is once again targeting herself with it. So 4 shots. No, 5 shots with the rifles. And that is going to be saved on 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4 dead Ratmen. Oh, I forgot to move them, didn't I? How would I move them in this instance? Honestly, like this. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. And then the plasma rifle hits, doesn't save. Another dead Ratman. And then their quality check. Nope, they are. What's it called again? They can't do anything. Did these guys act? Oh my god, they did. I'm so stupid. I keep forgetting this. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's done. It's done. I'm moving on. This is basically just the fact that I have more stuff this game over the last one. It's a little bit harder to juggle all of it in my head, but I'm not doing anything to like offset this problem. I need to have a shaken. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark these guys as causing fear. There we go. That's going to remind me that they're shaken. And I'm going to call these guys shaken because even if they haven't been yet, they were technically last turn. So like it's fine. Next up, these guys. We're going to move them 8 inches. No, yes, this way. I want to get them killed if I can, honestly. And so then we have 2 shots. These girls. And these ones are heavy carbines. So 4 shots. Hit on 4s, wound on 6s. Go. 3 dead troopers. Nice. And that is going to be everything on the Ratman side done. And so we're going to push these troopers up 6 inches. And we're going to open fire on the operators. I'm just trying to kill this unit off entirely now at this point. Only 1 wound, unfortunate. And then these ones are going to push up 6 inches. I'm going to like individually move them. Yeah, like that's good. And they are within 9 inches of each other. Yeah, totally fine. And then I'm going to say that each of them can see this unit, because like they can see at least 1 guy, yeah. So that's going to be 7 attacks, hit on 5s, wound, save on 5s, go, 1 extra dead operator. And that is the end of turn 2, and we see that this one goes to the HDF. So turn 3, Ratmen ended their activations first last time, they get to activate first again. We are going to start off with the carbines to just continue unloading into the tank. Because if we don't get that now, it's like probably going to be too late to ever kill this. It's probably already too late to kill it. I just don't have any heavy weapons on this army, but like Yeah, I knew what I was doing when I picked this army. Okay, so that's 10 guys remaining. You've already done this, so they hit on 4s. 20 shots. 4s, save on 2s, go. Hey, 3 more, that's progress. And then the last guy, 3 shots that hit on 3s and save on 3s, go. Nothing. Okay, what's next for our Ratmen? Oh, no, what's next for this game? This unit is kind of a non-entity at this, non-factor at this point. Okay, actually, let me quickly check how reinforcements work. Reinforcement. Beginning of the next round after ambushes have been deployed. Okay, so they can't seize or contest objectives on the rounds that they deploy. And ambushes, I believe, deploy at the beginning. So I'm just getting an idea of... Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that these guys now cannot easily get deployed and take objectives, which means this objective is actually uncapturable now, unless I double back, which might be what I have to do. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to grab the Catgirl Commando. We're going to push 6 inches this way. No. Okay. So if we go 12 inches this way, we need to like double move basically to get there. So we're going to activate the tank instead. We're going to set the tanks facing this way, pointing at these guys, and we're going to open fire with the battle cannon first. That's 1 hit. 2... well, 1 save, and then the machine gun. 4s to hit, 6s to save, go. 2 more dead Ratman infiltrators. And then I have to check if they have... Why am I slash rolling? I have the button for this. I just was using it. Okay, so they are also shaken, and that's really huge, because it means that they can't intercept this attack. Okay. What's next? These elite operators... Okay, realistically, these guys can't actually kill anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull in as close as we can. Basically, the goal here is we are trying to contest this objective. Wait, they can move 8 inches, can't they? Okay, our objective is to be contesting here to force them to be killed. And then I want to deploy them over here to try and stop this unit from capturing this one. That is like the plan. If it works is a different question. Now we're going to open fire 4 attacks. Hit on 4s, wound on... Does this have armor penetration? Yes it does, so 6s. Only 1 wound. That's okay. What does Fearless do? Huh. Cool. I don't think I've actually had to fail the morale check with these guys yet, so it's totally fine. These guys, we're going to double move them back once again. 1 inch to climb up onto the pipes, so they can go 13 inches. They are good to capture there. Oh, whoops. I meant to do that yet. I meant to take the Catgirl turn next. And with the knowledge that that's what's going to happen, like I can sort of, as a... I'm kind of metagaming, but like whatever. There is no way to avoid that sort of thing happening when you're playing solo. You just know what you're going to do. So I'm going to try and intercept and stop that plan. And did I succeed? That is the question. No, I didn't. So then this guy is going to run up to here, exactly as planned. And then Catgirl's turn. I think we just dropped the mortars on him, honestly. 3 attacks, hit on 5s, save on 5s, go. 1 wound, right, he's dead. Okay, so now I think really the best we can do right now is going to be a draw for the rats. But, like, that's okay. Cats. Let's see. I'm going to activate these ones, and we're going to charge the Ratmen. The reason we're charging them is these are ones with shotguns left, so they are now weaker. Actually, there's no need to... Is there a reason to do that? I think so. Like, okay, so I'm just thinking... Oh, right, because right now they're shaken, so they automatically fail morale tests. So if they get... Oh, and they're fatigued, right? Yeah, they count as fatigued. So yes, we're going to charge them. So we're going to just... And we're just going to do a full surround on them. And then that is going to be 8 attacks. So we'll hit on 4s, save on 5s. We're just using close combat weapons here. And then we have 1 energy sword, which I'll need to roll separate. So 8 attacks, hit on 4s, save on 5s, go. Okay, they're just dead. Doesn't matter. And then because they have died, I get to consolidate, right? Melee. If one of the units is destroyed, the other may move up to 3 inches. Okay, so we're going to just push these girls 3 inches this way. There's really no reason to do this, but we're going to. Then we're going to activate these guys. They just become unshaken. And this guy's also going to become unshaken on his next one. Okay, so cats 2. We're going to push these ones 12 inches forward. So the plan here is if we can shoot this guy out, we can run over to here and capture the place. Next up, these ones, we're going to open fire on the carbine guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 attacks, hit on 5s, save on, I'm pretty sure they're 4s, yeah, because they're elite operators. And they're dead. Cool beans. Okay, so that brings me to the end of turn... No. Yes, end of turn 3. This guy gets activated, and then he unactivates. Did I do that correctly? Oh, I know why I feel like I'm missing something. It's because I have a dead unit of snipers. Okay, that explains it. These guys activated first. They went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cats. Yeah, cats went last. So that's going to be the Ratmen activating first again. So before we do that, though, like a fool, I said I wasn't going to delete these guys. I deleted them. But that is okay. Because I have excess, so I can just recopy these guys. And then we get to deploy them. And now keeping in mind that these cannot contest objectives, and that they must be deployed fully within 12 inches of any table edge. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to put these guys over here, I think. It's going to quickly measure 12 inches out. Yep, so we're going to put these guys up here. No. We're going to put these guys appearing up here. Just up on the pipes. To just try and block out the commander from getting here. They can't contest this objective, but that's okay. They're not trying to. They're just trying to kill or prevent this unit's advance. And then for the same reason, these guys are going to also be deployed, like, honestly, up here, which is within 12 inches of this table edge, right? Yeah, I'm going to pull them back just a little bit. And again, we just want to gun this unit down, basically. The tank is done. The tank is going to do what the tank is going to do. I think the writing's on the wall for the outcome of this game, but I'm still going to try my best for it. So, with that out of the way, it is the Ratmen first, and we're going to start by activating the shotgun guys, and we're just going to start blasting. So that's going to be 10 attacks, hit on 4s. Normally they'd save on 4s, but we have armor penetration of 1, so we are going to be hitting on 5s. Go. Oof. 3. Oh, wounding on 5s. Saving on 5s. There we go. Alright, so that's 3 dead veterans. Okay, so can we... So we can't move within 1 inch of them, can we? No. So that means we can't get through here. So we'd have to go around, which does get us into position. But the carbine guys can just tear us apart. What else can we even do here? Okay, this is viable. Okay, and if I stop a girl here. Oh wait, I think this might actually barely. Yeah, that's gonna be the way to do it. Okay, so we're gonna move this unit 12 inches. .02. Ah, I'm barely not in range. That is painful. Okay, carbine guys, 10 shots. And they have 4s to hit. They also have armor penetration of 1. Okay. So it's going to be 10 shots. Hit on 4s. We will save that on 5s. Go. 2 wounds. Right, so then we get to regeneration them. No successes, so dead. And she has 1 wound, but she is alive. That is the important part. Okay, so next up we're going to... What do we do next? Okay, so I think we're going to activate her and sprint her into the position. So if she's over here, and she's within 3 inches, and this guy isn't. No, we're not going to move her yet. We're going to activate the tank first. We're going to fire at this one infiltrator. Can I split my shooting, actually? If I have 2 different targets with different weapon types. Okay, so we're going to open fire with the machine gun at this guy. 6 attacks, hit on 4s, save on 6s, go. Yeah, he's dead. Alright, cool. And then that brings us to the Ratmen. These infiltrators are going to scurry after me. This is why I was hesitant to do this, because I can see how this is going to pan out, but it's kind of like forced situation. I couldn't comfortably leave him because he could just duck into the cover up the top. I was about to point like I can do that right now. 4s to save, no, 5s to save, go. Nothing, okay. And then she's going to run into here. Exactly as planned to contest that one. Rats, carbine guys, 8 inches this way. Let's see who can see her. The entire squad can. They have precision or precision buff going on, so that's gonna be 20 shots. I don't think we're gonna survive this one, guys. I think we're kind of cooked. 20 shots, hit on 4s, save on 4s, go. Yep, we are cooked. She is dead. Alright, and then that brings us to the end of, I think, the game, basically. Like, what can I do? Because these girls have to stay here, kinda. I guess not. They could, like, move and shoot at these guys, but, like, what's the point? These girls can't get into range to contest. The tank didn't move. The tank didn't shoot at these guys, did it? I was going to and I completely forgot. Okay, I'm going to quickly do that. We hit both of them. That's going to be 5s to save, I think. No, 6s to save. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys dead. Oh my goodness, wait. I might have actually made a mistake when I said they were good. Yeah, they wouldn't have been able to move because they would have been shaken by that. So, what actually happens is she's so back. And then we come to the end of the game, and she is the only one contesting this marker, so that becomes a HDF marker. And that is the end of the game with a Human Defense Force win. that was fun. I actually had a lot of fun with that one. This is growing on me the more I'm playing it. It's simple. I'm not going to pretend this is like a super deep game. I mean, there's more depth than I'm implying when I say this. But at the end of the day, you are just sort of like rolling a bunch of dice and seeing what happens. That sounds cruel. That sounds very mean. The game is simpler to resolve than Warhammer that I'm used to, is the better way to phrase that. Like, there isn't psychology that you have to consider. You're not trying to, like, manipulate positions, force the enemy to go, like, way out of position. You can just kind of people can do whatever. But as you can see, like, there's some stuff like this unit blocking off the way, so I had to go around. The fact that I had to try and make this unit shaken and like try and just wipe it out before I could make this push. The fact that I probably should have moved this unit earlier, but I was really hesitant to. There's just, I don't know, this is a game that I am liking more the more I play it. I'm definitely going to keep this one in my roster. I'm not sure if I'm playing again super soon, because I have some other things I want to do. I have the game that I'm planning to do, the Warhammer Fantasy one, next. And then I'm going to look at 40k finally, because making this tank has got me inspired to make a Rhino, to do a Space Marines game. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, like Space Marines against Orcs probably, because I collected Orcs way back in the day, and I love my 3rd edition of Orcs. But I'm going to have to like reread that and make some notes and all of that fun stuff. But yeah, definitely one-page rules is going to be like on my roster in the future. We're going to do full-size games. We're going to do bigger than full-size games. I'm going to actually add the damn mark that they're done tool. So that, because I've done this before where I was playing Trench Crusade. I'm sure you've seen it. Like, I just put a little red dot on them to mark that they're done. So we're going to have to do that for next time. But if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I have a Discord server. Don't forget to, well, I say don't forget to join that. You can join that if you want to. There is absolutely no pressure, but it's where I'm going to be I've already shared the map tool macros I've used today. As you can see, this version is a little bit more refined. We have them actually ordered correctly, so attacks sit at the top. We have quick dice added. There's, as you can see, this is 0.1, this is 0.5. There's a bunch of categories that are used only for Warhammer Fantasy that are added in there. And if you want to grab a game with me there, you can. That's like half the purpose of me making it. That's half the purpose of this channel, is I want to find people that I can play games with. And I kind of just like neglected to ever ask before, because the channel was small. I didn't think anyone would care. But like now that it's a little bit bigger, I think there's a chance. So I'm, throwing it out there. So yeah, that is everything that I think I have to say. I said all the important bits. Yep. Alright, until next time. Bye.